Hi Paula, this is Brian. My grandmother was in Arkansas, and she always said there were 4 things in life that fixed everything: butter, cornmeal, buttermilk, and more butter. And as I get older, I definitely see that that's true, because as you know, in the South, Southern cooking is about family. It's not necessarily about the taste of food, but of course when families are generations old and you've been passing down the same thing, they just get better with age. And so, of course the food's great. But I live in Salt Lake City, and I'm here for graduate school. I'm a long way away from anywhere, anything I would ever consider home. And yeah, my grandmother actually died a few weeks ago, and I wasn't able to go to the funeral because I was here in Salt Lake City. Didn't have the money or the funds, or couldn't get away from school. Of course, it was during test time. It was really bad, but so this is for her, in her honor. And one of the interesting things is that I was born in Savannah, Georgia, and my father had joined the military before. He was stationed there, and so soon after I was born, I had to move all over the world. I spent my childhood in Asia, all over Asia, and my youth in Europe, and then even after I graduated high school, I was back all over the north and in Europe and things like that. And the one thing, even when I was homesick or going through my identity crisis, because I'd never stayed anywhere long enough to identify with any particular place, was my grandmother's food. And every time I had that food, I remembered, I'm American. Every time I had it, I'm like, can't deny I'm a little bit Southern. and all that. Just every time I ate food, even if I was completely by myself, that reminded me of relatives, or if it was the exact way they made it and I learned how to make it, it would make me feel like they were right there and I wasn't so alone anymore, which is the importance of Southern food, family food. And yeah, so, and it's also very important for my family with family history. My grandmother, she survived the Depression. She went through really racist times, and it was just interesting to watch, who she was change, and her ideas of life change as she got older, even in my short time. But the food always stayed the same. So it's really fascinating to watch her cook for my brother's non-white wife and my other brother's husband and their adopted son. And it was just really fascinating to see she still cooked the food the same way because she still loved us the same way. And it's just, food's a very awesome thing, especially Southern food. And actually, I'm getting ready to share my love with my friends up here the same way my grandmother taught me, by making them Southern food. And tonight has been the first night I've had off since my grandmother's death, and I'm actually making them hush puppies and boudin. And actually used a lot of this, and I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous, but it would be great if you would pick me to come to Savannah and cook with you down there and see where I come from. And until then, bon appetit, or as my grandmother would say, Mama, of course, come and get it.